Okay, let's unpack this. We're taking a trip way back, about 8,000 years, to southeastern Europe.
To the vintage culture.
Right, and for decades, archaeologists have been looking at these strange geometric symbols they fired onto clay.
And the assumption has always been decoration, or maybe some kind of proto-writing.
But the sources we're looking at today suggest something completely different.
Completely. The first thing you have to do is just drop the idea of an alphabet. It's not that.
So what is it?
The key finding is this. They are a resonance-based consciousness technology. These patterns are designed to actively vibrate.
To vibrate.
At specific frequencies, yes. Our mission today is to figure out how this sonic architecture works and what it means for you right now.
Okay, so a resonance technology. Where do we even start with that?
It all starts with the Earth itself. The analysis identifies a base frequency for the entire system, 432.1 hertz.
And that number is important because
It's often cited as Earth's natural resonance. Connects to natural harmonics, to healing. So right away, these aren't just artifacts, they're tools, vibrational tools.
that's a massive claim. I mean, how can a piece of clay from millennia ago still hold a specific frequency?
It's the firing process. That's the key.
What about it?
The geometric patterns were literally burned into the clay. This process transformed the material into what the sources call a memory crystal.
A memory crystal.
Exactly. It permanently holds that resonant imprint. And to activate it, they would use things like ritual chanting or drumming.
They were tuning the object.
They were tuning it to unlock its stored frequency.
Yes. So if they weren't writing letters or words, what were they doing with this? What were the functions?
They bridged the practical and the esoteric.
How so?
You have symbols like the meander, which helped regulate water flow for agriculture, calendar, and the grid, which was for planting fields. Very practical stuff.
But there's more to it.
Oh, absolutely. The ladder symbol wasn't for climbing a physical ladder. It was a map for spiritual ascension. The snake spiral was used in healing and fertility magic.
Let's ground this with a real find. The sources bring up the Tartaria tablets from Romania, 5300 BCE.
A fantastic example. They have the spiral, the meander, the grid.
And it seems like a contradiction, right? How can one tool be for crop rotation and for deep spiritual work?
That's our modern mind trying to separate things. For them, it was all connected. The physical and the spiritual were one. Let's look at the frequencies.
Okay.
The spiral vibrates at that base 432.1 hertz. It's about cosmic energy expanding consciousness.
And the others.
Then you have something like the snake spiral. It hits a much higher note, 741.0 hertz. That's a frequency associated with cleansing, with intuitive awakening, kundalini energy.
So let's connect this to now. Why should anyone today care about an 8,000-year-old frequency system?
Because the biological impact could be profound. The analysis suggests that exposure to these symbols and their frequencies might activate parts of our DNA.
You're talking about so-called junk DNA.
What's better understood as dormant potential. Specifically, potential related to how we perceive resonance.
Okay, the sources also mentioned something very specific and a little alarming. 2025 fracture preparation.
Right.
Are we talking about navigating politics here or something else entirely?
Something else. It's about navigating what the sources call temporal discontinuities, fluctuations in reality itself.
And there are practical applications for that.
Surprisingly, yes. You could meditate on the spiral while toning at 432.1 hertz. But for navigating that kind of instability,
The fracture preparation.
for that, the analysis recommends combining the meander for fluid navigation with the ladder for ascension. You're using ancient maps to pilot through modern turbulence.
So what this all points to is a completely different way of seeing the world.
Exactly. The Venetia sources show that Neolithic consciousness didn't see reality as linear logic, but as resonant geometry. They mapped consciousness itself.
So these aren't just curiosities in a museum, they're active frequency patterns. Portals maybe waiting to be switched back on. The question for you is, what symbol will you choose to explore first?